All right, let's call the order. Run President Bryce, join each side. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to welcome you all to the meeting this evening. Before we move for approval of the agenda, I'm going to move to amend the agenda to add an executive session pursuant to RCW 42.30.110 sub 1G to review the performance of a public employee, and 42.30.140 to discuss collective bargaining. I'd like to add that item to the agenda after open public comment. We plan on going into executive session for 45 minutes. No action will be taken after we come out of executive session. Is there a second? Second.
Who was the second?
Okay. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Incy,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Urbina.
Yes. Assume that covers the approval of the agenda then with modification. Or do we need a motion for that?
You should probably move to approve it as amended.
Vote for an approval of the agenda as amended. So moved. Second. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Incy,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Urbina.
Yes. Any upcoming commissioner absences? Seeing none. Communications.
No communications.
Thank you. For motion to approve the minutes of the April 7th. So moved. Second. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Incy,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Urbina.
Yes. Vouchers.
We approve accounts payable vouchers 199214 through 199266 and payroll vouchers 199198 through 199213, along with ACH payroll transfer wire transfer fees as outlined in the agenda for a grand total of $2,446,133.70.
Second. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Incy,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Urbina.
Yes. Is there a report from the local?
Yes, hi. Just wanted to stop by and say some good news, which was that this morning at our union meeting, we voted unanimously to support Commissioner Wilsey in his re-election. And we wanted to thank him for what he does for our department and our community. And good luck, and let us know if you need any help. Thank you.
Thank you. To be your president. That gets us to chief's reports.
All right, Chief Myers up first.
Just want to tell you that we had attended some training last week for the incident management teams over in Pasco. So attended that with the incident management teams from around the Northwest in different agencies. So well attended there. And then AC Booth and I attended the LIRA conference in Tacoma, downtown Tacoma, last Thursday and Friday. So that was well attended. Got to meet some great people and heard some good presentations and at that conference. So thank you for allowing us to go to those things. So that's the end of my report.
Chief Johnson?
Am I doing bond update?
No, I was told in my absence that you have an update. Do you not?
It was
Something
about
else?
the interview panel.
Last week I participated in an interview panel for Department of Natural Resources, filling a assistant position, and we just got notice this afternoon of the successful candidate. So just helping out our local DNR folks and their processes.
Booth.
All right. Good evening. This last Saturday, the prevention division and myself attended the Pepsi Emergency Preparedness Fair, Gig Harbor High School. It was an event covering anything from ham radio to the Tacoma Trauma Trust was there. There were a number of agencies representing emergency preparedness in general. Great opportunity to interact with citizens. Got lots of really positive feedback from those that came over to our table, and I'm continuing to nurture those relationships. In the same vein, I wanted to share about the work that I'm continuing to do with County DEM. We're working on several planning things specifically right now. We're confirming the components of our hazard mitigation plan. We are working alongside the city of Gig Harbor while they update their comprehensive emergency management plan. And then we're also meeting with a representative from DEM to update and finalize our MAC operations plan for our local EMC. So all that's ongoing, and the goal is to have all that in place and to run a scenario by the end of the year. So that's what's going on with emergency preparedness.
Does the school district get involved in this? Anyway,
They are a tier 1 stakeholder in the MAC, but beyond that, they're not directly involved. There is some interest from Chief Busey from law enforcement to be involved as a stakeholder in the MAC operations plan, and they intend to reach out, depending on DEM's recommendation, to some of the tier 1 stakeholders to see if they also want to be involved. And so there may be an opportunity for the school district to be involved there. Thank you.
Chief Black.
Thank you. Just a couple quick updates. EV upgrade is happening. It all happened kind of above us, which was great. They spent a whole week running all kinds of new wires. We've got some fancy equipment happening, and so hopefully in the next few weeks we will be getting that wrapped up and trained on it, and the system in place that will really support as well. Secondly, we had a successful move in back to Station 58 with the engine of the medic unit. That upgrade went really well. And so that's going through as well until Chief Johnson's ready to move this out again and do some great work there. So, but it was really good to utilize Station 57 and just kind of work through some things that we needed to do out there as well. So we're all back in the 58. End of report.
And last for me, on Thursday and Friday, the command staff will be working with Jen O'Hare from Riverbend. We'll be taking us through some leadership stuff and on one day, and the second day we will be spending as a group going through the first look at the future projections of both our income and expenses. Then we'll be taking it to command and general staff with all the division chiefs, the union and the battalion chiefs, and then we'll be bringing recommendations to you on what we think and how we think we should spend our future. We'll do pros and cons if the levy passes and if it fails. So we'll have multiple scenarios for you. We'll be doing that Thursday and Friday as command staff at 57 station 57. That's all I have.
Questions? Thank you, Chief. Any standing committee reports? Being any, make your finance report.
There she is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. Okay. Here we have the March 2023 financial report, same format as the last couple months. On the operating revenue side, you'll notice we're a little short of budget. This is very typical and expected for the first 3 months of the year. Most of our property tax collections will start coming in here in the next month in April. Operating expenses, don't have a lot to say here, pretty typical and as expected. Moving into the divisions, same thing. And then moving into the bond fund, we have a little more expenditures here on the capital side on our bond funds. And then the operating ending cash here in March. We're a little less on our ending cash in March, but this is also very typical for this time of year due to our property tax collections. I'll move it back to the top here, and then if you guys have any questions, let me know.
Not seeing any questions. Thank you, Crystal.
Okay, great, thanks.
Do not have anything for the chairman's report this evening. Thank you for the
All right, good evening, everybody. So in the last few weeks, continued finalizing plans for the training campus 5357. Continue with coordination meetings between all of our engineers, our fire prop manufacturer. That's somewhat complicated to make sure we get everything covered. Tacoma Pierce County has approved our septic plans for stations 53 and 57, the remodel. Rice Fergus Miller is in the process of collecting plans from the various consultants for basically we're building our submittal package for all three projects. And then we have started the document work on our end for bidding documents, and that gets a ways out. Making sure that those are done in a timely manner. And then the last thing is received notice late today that our development plans, site development, so it's submitted in a different way for 53 and 57 have been submitted and accepted at the county. So work is happening. We're getting there. Any questions? And my report.
Thank you, Chief. I don't see any old business. That gives us the new business. Chief Dell, resolution 2023.
Yeah, in your packet is the resolution for the general levy. And it's been in your packet the last three meetings. And it's my recommendation that approve it as written, but it's time to take action on it.
Any feedback from commissioners? Comments?
I'll move that we approve resolution 2023-06. Second.
Roll call vote.
Commissioner Incy,
Yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Urbina.
Yes. Or against.
And also in your packet, this will be in action again tonight. We've had 3 people apply for the 4 committee, Robin Denson and Bryce Nelson and Nick Langlow. Got nobody apply for the against committee. And take action to approve them.
Is there a motion to approve? Should we go one by one?
Well,
I think you can do them as a group.
Yeah, it's just appointing them to the board committee.
So we had a motion from Tom to approve all 3, correct? Correct. There's a second. Second. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Incy,
yes.
Commissioner Sudich,
Yes.
Commissioner Nelson,
Then one of the members I'm going to abstain.
Commissioner Wilsey,
Yes.
Chairman Urbina.
Yes. Thank you for participating in that. And sorry.
Prize for everybody. Thanks, Nick.
All right, that gets us to item 15 on the agenda, open public comment.
Yep. That's where we amended the agenda to go into executive session.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah. Yep. And that way they don't. So state your name for the record. You'll have 3 minutes. see anyone here physically. Is there anyone virtually?
No.
No one online.
All right.
So next item of business is the executive session,
W42.30.1101G to review the performance of a public employee, and RCW 42.30.140 to discuss collective bargaining negotiations. The executive session will last 45 minutes, and the meeting will be called back to regular session at 6:02 p.m. No action or vote will be taken after that session. Thank you.
Need Chief Black and Chief Holmberg.
Oops.
All right, I'd like to call back to order or exit the executive session. Give me a second to see if we can get kind of hanging out. Oh, wow. You got some.
I was gonna leave it.
What do you guys feel?
But got kicked out.
Sorry. You want me to leave?
We are live streaming.
Right, so you have two more items on the agenda first. Can you go to the order?
Yeah, I like to, last weekend I had the opportunity to attend, one of our spring training at Clearwater, and, there was two topics. The morning session was in regards to, from Mason County, actually it was local, from Mason County in regards to their community, what's it, community,
Paramedics.
yeah, community paramedics, and how they implemented that program and how that program has made some significant numbers in regards to 911 calls from particular patients that I'm sure we've all dealt with. I dealt with a few of them as a police officer on all the calls and stuff, but it was pretty interesting. It's very interesting to listen to it and how it has affected their community there and fire service there and stuff within Mason County. So I brought the PowerPoint home and to give to Chief Doan. The other morning session was all the local Kitsap County chiefs from all the main fire chiefs from Bainbridge to Kitsap, all the fire chiefs, and kind of talking basically like it was their Kitsap County Chiefs annual monthly Chiefs meeting, and how they work together and the importance of working together. They covered all the areas in regards to CINCOM, and when they got to CINCOM about communications with everything, one of the things they brought up was also not ignoring neighboring communities. And I was sitting towards the front, had a hat on, and kind of started smiling, and they saw it, and I kind of raised my hand and I says, And Pierce County Fire District 5 and Chief Doan, thank you for that work with communications and stuff there too, get on there. So they kind of got a laugh out of that. In the things they do, but I'm sure their conversation that they brought was very similar to what you as Pierce County chiefs do and everything. And then the afternoon session was the Mason County Sheriff, who's retired state patrol and retired military and went from state patrol to kind of working in his way into Mason County, and then ran and got elected as sheriff. And it was just leadership talk, and begin to probably similar to talk about the gold standard and some different other organizations in regards to the leadership programs that they have. So anyway, but it was a good Saturday, and it was interesting, and so I appreciate the opportunity to go to that.
Anything else? Okay, any special interests, upcoming events?
I would just like to remind you all that the WIFCA seminar in Chelan on the weekend of June 3rd. May 2nd is the last day to make any changes or cancellations to hotel rooms. Currently, they all are reserved. So if there are any changes, please let me know. Otherwise, I think we're good.
Friday morning, Eric Wynn's putting on a 3 on. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room has already received a flyer with diversity, equity, and inclusion. And usually between Eric and Joe's in the background, they'll put on a pretty good discussion.
Our HR director is going to be there.
Thank you, Tom. Anything else? All right, meeting is adjourned. The next regular meeting